Hey guys, DK here, and welcome to another one of my tutorials. Today we're going to make the Snow Pea Shooter from Plants vs. Zombies. I thought he looked pretty cool. Decided to give him a shot. I'll put a link up here for all the pieces that you're going to need, and then a link right over there for how to make the triangles on him. To actually put him together, he's pretty easy, except when you have to assemble the head and the leaves on here. It's kind of difficult, but not impossible. So let's get on with the show. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is take your blue pieces, and we're going to take one facing backwards, the other facing forward, and we're just going to slip it on to it just like that. And we need to make 20 pairs of these. And then once you get your 20 made up, all you're going to do is just start connecting them all together. Just slide one right into the next and just slide them all in together. Like that. And then you're going to take and put another row of blue onto it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to increase it from 20 to 25. And the way that we're going to do that is start wherever you want to. And the first one just going to go directly over another one, over the same one. And then the second one, you're going to leave one of the pockets open. And the third is going to connect the two together. Same with the fourth. And then the fifth is going to be leaving one of the pockets open on the side. Just like that. And then you're going to just repeat this pattern all the way around. Okay, now you should have 25 on there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make 9 more rows of blue of the 25. So just go around it 9 more times. Okay, that's what you should have right about now. And kind of made a little mistake, nothing too bad. All you need to do is add one more row of blue. So instead of having 10 rows of 25, you'll have 11. So right now you'll have altogether, we'll have 13 rows of blue altogether. So you just have to add one more row. So now, after you get this far done, now what you're going to want to do is we're going to reduce it. So we're going to reduce it from 25 down to 17. And then all we need to do is just take a piece, and one pocket's going to go over 2 of them, and the other's going to slide over just one. and just slip it down on there just like that. And then just keep going through that. Just one pocket goes over two of them and the other pocket goes over one. And you'll keep doing that all the way around, and at the very end you'll have just a spot for just to slide on one triangle. So just keep following that pattern all the way around. Just cover up two of them, and then the other pocket only has one. Okay, and then you'll just have this left over, and then you just slide one on. Just do it the regular way. Just like that. Okay. Once you got it reduced down to 17, all you're going to do is take the blue again and just put another row of 17 onto it. Just do it the regular way. Just connect it together just like that. There we go. So, once you get this much done, what we're going to do now is work on this front part right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the blue with the back facing out, and you're just going to slide them down into it. Just like that. And you're going to go around 5 times with all of them just facing outwards or facing backwards like that. And then you're going to slowly just keep bending them back. Bending them outwards like that. Okay, just like that. And then you can kind of just bend them like that so they're facing out more. And that's what you should end up with. Okay, so once you get this all done, now what we're going to do is we're going to make the black piece for his mouth. What you need to do is take the black pieces, and they're both going to be facing forward, and we need to make 6 pairs of these. And then once you get the pairs done, just connect them all together. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is take one, put it in between them, in between 2 of the triangles, and then connect those 2 together. And then we'll put a regular one on, just connecting these 2. And then put one in between. Connect those. And then put one regular one on. And then put one in between. And then a regular one. Yeah, look like that. You kind of bend it to kind of smush the middle down. Then what you're going to do is it's going to go right in here. And you just kind of push it down in there. And you can bend the black out. It'll hook into these blue ones. And just kind of go all the way around. hooking them down in there. And once you get it all done, it'll look like that. Okay, so once you get the black done in there, what we're gonna make is, I don't know what there actually are, the ears or the pieces that are gonna be on the back of his head. There's gonna be 3 of them. 2 are gonna be the same, and then you're gonna make a middle one. So what we're gonna do, start off with blue again. You're gonna put 2 side by side. These are all going to be facing forward. And we're going to put 2 on. And then 3 above it. And then those together. We're going to go to 4 on this row. Like that. Then we go back down to 3. And then we'll go to 4. And then we do a row of 3. And then 4. And then we do a row of 3. And then 2. And then 1 on top. Just like that. And then we're going to make 2 of these. So we need to make 1 more. And then for the middle piece, we're going to start off with 2. And then we go to 3. And then we go up to 4. And then we're going to go up to 5. Like that. And we go down to 4. And then we go back up to 5, and then hold that one in there. And then we're going down to 4. Then down to 3. 2, and then 1. Like that. And that'll be for his middle piece. So you'll have this one in the middle, down maybe a little bit, and then you'll have 2 of these, one on each side. And then next I'll show you how to make the stem and the leaves. Alright, so once you get these done, you can have 2 of them that are the same and one of them that's a little bit bigger. So it's going to go on the middle part. You'll have it like that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make the stem. And just grab your green. And we're just going to start out with 2 facing forward. The next one's going to be facing backwards. Just going to slide down on there just like that. And then you're going to put 2 more forward facing ones over it. And then another one facing backwards. And just keep repeating this pattern until you have 10 of these, or 10 rows of the ones facing forward. Okay, and that's what it'll look like when you're done. I'll set that aside for now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make the leaves for the bottom of the plant. And just take your green, and we're going to start off with these all facing forward. Start off with 1. We'll add another row, 2, and then we'll go to 3, and to 4, and then to 5, and then we'll go back down to 4, and then back up to 5, and then back down to 4, then 5, then another row of 4, and then back up to 5, 4, then 3, then 2, and then 1. Just like that. And then you're going to want to make, of this one, you're going to want to make 2 of these, and then you're going to make another 2 without the one on the end, so it'll begin with 2. So they're pretty much exactly like the same, except 2 of them have 2 at the bottom, and 2 of them have that 1 extra. So there'll be 4 leaves altogether to make. Okay, so this is what you should have made so far. You got the 4 leaves. One of them, well, 2 of them have 1 at the end, and the other 2 just have 2. And then for behind his head, you'll have the 2 side pieces and the 1 middle. and then the stem, and then his head. And what you're going to want to do is take the stem, and then you can kind of bend it however you want to. You can either put his head straight on, like that if you want to, or you can bend the stem like that, and then rest it on there, and then you'll have to glue it on there. But you'll get it to go like that, and then you're really going to have to glue the stem, especially if you bend it, because all that weight's going to be on there. And then with his leaves, you're going to take the ones that come to a 1 at the end. You're going to put those in the front and back, and the other ones are going to be on the side. So the stem will go down like this, and then these will just push up in there. You know, you have both sides going in like that, and then the other sides you'll be gluing them all like that. So those will go in there. And that'll keep the stem up. So you'll have to really glue these on there also. And then you would glue his head on. For the other blue pieces, you have the big middle one, which will go kind of like that. And then these two side ones, you can kind of position them however you really want to, but they'll go on the sides and they'll look like that. So I guess I will show you how I'm going to assemble it. But your main part is really, if you're going to bend the stem, is to bend it how you want it, and then you can even set it on a piece of paper and trace it so you can get the bend right, and then just glue each individual one and set that off to the side, at least dry for a day, because that's going to support a lot of the weight. And then you'll get the leaves in there, and then I would do the headpiece and then set this on there last, and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so far this is what I've got done. It is really kind of a pain in the butt to get this all glued and to get these leaves glued on there. I was gonna do a video on it, but I didn't think you wanted to watch me for like 2 hours trying to figure out how to get these to stay on here. Eventually what I did is on the bottom, you can see in each, it's kind of hard to see, but I actually used toothpicks that I jammed in. I got 3 on this one, 3 on here, and 1 toothpick on each side here, and I just poked them into the paper and then glued them down. And that was pretty much the only way I could really find out how to make this stable enough so when you put his head on there, it doesn't fall over. And then with his, I guess it was the icicles in the back, I just glued them on. Just put some glue on there and then slapped them on there. Eyes, just cut them out. Black paper and white, just glued them on also. So now what I gotta do is figure out how I'm going to attach that to this. But so far that's pretty much what I've done, is used pretty much copious amounts of glue to really solidify this part right here so it doesn't bend. And then the same with the bottom right here. I just used a ton of glue and toothpicks, and that seemed to hold it up pretty well and let it dry overnight. and the base seems pretty solid and won't bend when you get the head set on there. So when I get that done, I'll tell you how I did it. I mean, if you find a better way, go for it, but that's what I've done so far. Alright, so there he is, all done. With all his pieces and everything put together. For his head, to attach it to his body, I used 2 toothpicks and pretty much put them in here and right here and just stuck them up into his head and then glued the body on there. And then the glue dried and the thing holds up pretty well. But that's the final product. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, leave a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe if you like them. I'll make more videos. Thanks.